Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Outdoor Home Stay at Home Outdoor Cooking Show. Super excited to be with you today. Today we're going to do something I think is a little bit of a forgotten meal time for a lot of us when we're going outside. We're going to do a breakfast scramble on the Big Green Egg. So many things you can do. I mean, let me just think about it here. From breakfast casseroles, vegetable frittatas, cinnamon rolls, biscuits, bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, omelets, gosh, you name it. Some breads, banana bread, muffins. There's so much you can do, and I would encourage you, give it a try. There's nothing like, stepping out on your deck, some early morning. It's kind of a totally different vibe, really. It's just you, the coffee, the birds are chirping, just hearing the sounds of the neighborhood. It's really peaceful while your egg's going. It's pretty relaxing, almost therapeutic, if you will. Better than reading the paper, watching the news. So I encourage you to get out there and give it a whirl. This is super easy. A while back, you saw Kenny breaking out the wok. I'm going to show you another variation to having some fun with that wok as well. We've got some scrambled eggs. We have just a diced Polish sausage. If you're into quantities and recipes, it's probably about 3.5, 4 ounces. I did 4 eggs, about 4 ounces of cheese, half of a chopped bell pepper, and about 1/4 of an average sized onion. So we're gonna garnish it with some of our favorite Yellowbird sauces. These are great, various degrees of heat, from the habanero to the serrano, jalapeno. I think there's a ghost pepper and a blue agave sriracha as well, so lots to choose from depending on how you like it. Let's take a look at how we were set up over here. Rolling about 350, 400. Now this is a little bit different wok. The wok Kenny used the other day sat right in. I have that wok at home as well. Those were out before Big Green Egg had this awesome accessory available. I'm using the convector basket. Everything's out. As you can see, the wok fits right in. I want to make sure it's good and hot, so I'm just going to drop a couple drops of water. You can see that it kind of beads and evaporates quickly, so I know my wok is good and hot. I'm going to use, most of the time I'm using olive oil, but today I'm going to use vegetable oil, a couple tablespoons, just because it has a little bit higher smoke point. Drop everything right in there, let it get a good sizzle. This isn't going to take long. That's another great thing about it. The Big Green Egg wok comes with a wooden shovel. I left that inside, so I'm going to use a little silicone spatula just to get things going. You can kind of already see how we're getting those nice little bits of goodness going there. Spread that around. Let that sit for just a little while. You can cook with it open, you can cook with it closed. If you want to help regulate that temperature, you can go ahead and shut it down. When I put in my eggs, man, I tell you what, I'm just a big fan of the Outdoor Home Steak and Roast Rub. It's great on everything from heavy cuts of meat, steaks, burgers, vegetables, eggs. You ask Brandon, the store manager here, what is that good on, and he's going to tell you anything. Found my wooden spoon, by the way. Just going to give that a stir. Now that Polish sausage is already cooked, so we're just heating it up, but I do want to let the onions cook down a little bit as well. While that's going, just a couple questions for you. Have you tried breakfast on your egg? If so, I would love to hear what's been some of your favorites. I forgot to mention pancakes, French toast. You got the kids home, you want to throw them a little surprise treat. Crumble up some frosted flakes and batter your French toast, and then dip it in the crumbled frosted flakes. You can do it on the half plancha griddle, which also works with the expander system. I'm not trying to sound like an infomercial, but I feel like I owe it to you to talk to you about some of the favorite things that I like to use and have used in the past with success. So Man, give that a whirl. Frosted flake encrusted French toast. I mean, what kid isn't going to love that? I can't think of one, even big kids. So give that a whirl. Again, pancakes, eggs, you name it. What have you done? What do you love? Have you even tried it? If you haven't, are you inspired after watching this to give it a whirl? I hope you are, because it's a game changer. What I like about stuff like this, if I can do, 4 eggs, 6 eggs at a time, this would enable me, let's say I had a half a dozen eggs in here, it'd be pretty easy to feed 3 to 6 people, depending on, 6 might be a stretch, because I'd say most of my family could easily put away a couple eggs apiece. But with the sausage in here and the vegetables, mushrooms could go great. Again, you don't like any of these items, pick some ones you do. I think mushrooms would be a nice addition. If you had some cooked potatoes left over from the other night, you could shred some of those in there and really make it a crazy good scramble. I can tell those onions and peppers are starting to soften up a little bit. So I might just give those a couple more minutes. Big truck there sounds like the guy rolling through my neighborhood on morning times about 5:30 throwing those papers. Obviously that's not him, but. So now what I can do, if you like it all mixed in there, you can just pour your eggs right on the top. Sometimes what I like to do is just push that off to the side. Maybe give it just another little half tablespoon or tablespoon of oil. I'm going to let my eggs cook a little bit in that first before I stir everything in there. There's no wrong way to do it. I just kind of like the eggs and the vegetables and all that goodness semi-separated first. Look at that. You want to keep it moving a little bit, because if not, your bottom's going to burn before everything else gets cooked. But having that oil in there helps keep it from sticking to your wok. Just fold it over. Oh, whoopsie. Season that up a little bit. Now, depending on the meat you're putting in there, I'm not going to go too crazy, because the sodium content in that Polish sausage is going to flavor everything up as well. If you're on a restricted kind of sodium diet, you could just use garlic powder, some spices, some herbs. If you like it spicy, put some paprika in there, whatever your favorite spices are. I'll give that a whirl now. Let's start mixing everything in. While that's wrapping up, I'm going to grab my gloves, my oven mitts. These big egg mitts, big green egg mitts, are pretty handy if you like the fingers. If you're messy like me, I also have the silicone covered just mitts themselves. It's a little bit easier for cleanup. So check that out. We're going to just set that. You could take this right in your house on the kitchen. Well, it's pretty hot, so be careful. Set on the counter in that wok ring if you desire. You could put it right on a plate. Shut this lid. Some toast, some pancakes, some banana bread, you name it. Come on, what's better than that? I'm trying to think here. I don't know if I've talked about our curbside service. Go to outdoorhome.com, and you can order your supplies, whether it's something you've seen here, some sausage, some rubs, spices, accessories. Maybe you need some pellets for your pellet cooker, some propane for your gas grill. Maybe you just need a whole new unit and you want to shop some of the best in the business. Give us a call. Virtual tours, we could do that. We're keeping you safe. Delivery to Springfield and surrounding areas. Call us, order, pay over the phone, get your curbside pickup. Whatever we can do to help. Hope you're inspired. Drop some comments in the comment section. I'll be keeping an eye on those, as will the team here at Outdoor Home. So I'll be answering those for you, and I'd love to see some of your creations as well. See you next time at 1 o'clock, Outdoor Home live cooking demo coming at you for 30 days, 1 o'clock. See you then. Bye.